Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Demon Slayer Season 1, Episode 22, called Master of the Mansion.
So?
Adam is so excited he can't even breathe. What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, last episode, and in fairness, we haven't watched in a little while because we've been on the road, but we met all of the Hashiras, and they look like a group of characters.
We didn't really meet them, we just got the visual at the end, but I think we don't have to pluralize it.
Why not?
I just think that that's how it is.
Based on anything, or?
I'm just pretty sure. I was also pretty sure last episode that the backstory was about Inosuke and not Rui, so what the heck do I know? Don't listen to me. Still scarred from that. Anyways.
I mean, it was really interesting to see. I feel like we're about to hit a new layer of the story, right? So it was 3 of them going through. We realized just how weak they are.
Which makes me sad.
I know, right? It was just like, yawn, I'm gonna come in here, slice his head off, not even think twice about it, see you later. And
yep.
The rest of them are tied to trees and bleeding to death and done.
We also were introduced kind of to one of the characters that we met at the final selection, who seems to be Lady Kosho's protege. So I'm very curious. We were kind of surmising last episode if the Crow had been dispatched by headquarters or if he was acting on his own. So I'm very curious what the leaders of the Demon Corps have to say here, particularly about Nezuko. So let's do this. Let's see how many new names we can give Adam to learn here.
I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for prediction.
Okay, go for it.
Well, I wanted you to go first.
I did not have a prediction.
Okay, I think that because they broke the rules and kept Nezuko alive, they're going to go on trial, but they're going to realize that Nezuko is a special demon and let him off the hook. That's my prediction.
I can get on board with that.
Alright.
Alright, let's see. Season 1, Episode 22 of Demon Slayer is coming right now. Look at the beads and the earrings. I love all the colors.
Yeah.
I love them.
柱ってなんだ？何のことだ？この人たちは誰なんだ？
They're the bosses.
Oh my gosh, they're so unique.
ここはどこ
That
だ？
guy's massive.
That guy is massive.
ここは鬼殺隊の本部です。あなたは今から裁判を受けるのですよ。かまど炭治郎くん。
It always sounds like she's saying things with a smile, even when she's being kind of threatening.
Those are the people you have to watch out for.
You say that about her every episode. You're like, oh man, you gotta watch out for those people.
My statement holds true. I bet you she has like influence over everybody.
Well, she's the one who was telling you that nobody likes him.
Yeah.
The 2 men are massive.
Yes. Well,
I love the guy's earrings and beads.
what would you do if I showed up with earrings and beads?
I mean, if any of you have watched our high Q reactions, we already know that Adam's had the frosted tips. And what was the other thing that you had?
Like multicolored hair.
Oh my gosh, no, that wasn't what. Anyways, everything that's wrong with
Oh, the puka necklace.
Anyways, Adam's already channeled his inner anime characters enough. So anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
I'm really excited for a little backstory and a little understanding of how the core works.
I don't think we're probably gonna get a backstory today.
裁判を始める前に
Does he really need to be
君が
tied
犯した
up?
罪の説明をして
裁判の必要などないだろ
You. No. Flame Hashira.
う明らかな対立違反我らのみで
Jojuro Rengoku.
鬼もろとも斬首する
Oh.
ならば俺が派手に首を切ってやろう。誰よりも派手な血しぶきを見せてやるぜ。もう派手派手だ。
Max.
こんな可愛い子を殺してしまうなんて胸が痛むわ苦しいわ
ああ、なんというみすぼらしい子供だ。かわいそうに。
Why is he crying?
生まれてきたこと自体がかわいそうだ。
なんだっけ、あの雲の形。なんて言うんだっけ。禰豆子。
お前、あしらが話をしているのにどこを見ている。このお方たちは鬼殺隊の中でも最も位の高い9名の剣士だぞ。
9. There's only 6 of them there.
殺してやる。そうだな、派手にな。
I want to see that guy fight.
禰豆子どこだ禰豆子善逸伊之助村田さん
そんなことより富岡はどうするのかね。
Voldemort.
拘束
Beetlejuice.
してない様に俺は頭痛がしてくるんだが。校長目の話によると対立違反は富岡も同じだ。どう処分する、どう責任を取らせる、どんな目に合わせてやろう。
I wonder if there's dissension within the top people.
なんとか言ったらどうだ富岡。
Okay, so now we've seen 8 of them.
Yeah.
Where's the 9?
俺のせいで富岡さんまで
イグロさん相変わらずネチネチしてヘビみたいしつこくて素敵
I mean, I guess it makes sense that the love and serpent one kind of balance each other out.
富岡さん離れたところに一人ぼっちかわいいまあいいじゃないですかおとなしくついてきてくれましたし処罰は後で考えましょうそれよりも私は坊やの方から話を聞きたいですよ
At least she wants to give him a fair
坊や
shake.
が鬼殺隊員の身でありなが
Or
ら
at least hear a
鬼を
story.
連れて任務に当たっているそのことについて当人から説明を聞きたいもちろんこのことは鬼殺隊の対立違反に当たりますそのことは知っていますよねかまど炭治郎
Did you hear
くん
me?
なぜ鬼殺隊員でありながら鬼を連れているのですか
聞くまでもね。
ゆっくりで大丈夫ですから
I'm gonna hold my
話してくだ
swords here
さい
and flex my triceps and make everyone look at them.
俺の今
What?
She gonna poison it?
She's like, here, let's put you out of your misery.
水を飲ん
I
だ
made
方
this
がいいです
myself.
ね顎を痛めていますからゆっくり飲んでください鎮痛薬が入っているため楽になります怪我が治ったわけではないので無理はいけませんよ
Yeah, he got the snot kicked out of him.
かまど炭治郎くん。
鬼は俺の妹なんです。俺が家を留守にしている時に襲われ、帰ったらみんな死んでいて、妹は鬼になったけど人を食ったことはないんです。今までもこれからも人を傷つけることは絶対にしません。
くだらない妄言を吐き散らすな。そもそも身内ならかばって当たり前。言うことすべて信用できない。俺は信用しない。
ああ、鬼に取りつかれているのだ。早くこの哀れな子供を殺して解き放ってあげよう。
聞いてください。俺は禰豆子を治すために剣士になったんです。禰豆子が鬼になったのは2年以上前のことで、その間禰豆子は人を食ったりしてない。
話が地味にぐるぐる回ってるぞアホが。人を食ってないこと、これからも食わないこと、口先だけでなくド派手に証明してみせろ。
Okay.
I think that. Go ahead.
There's been a lot of information given out.
True.
No way am I gonna get these names quite yet.
I think I've got them all down.
A greater lie has never been spoken. But I think it's really cool how there's different elements or like, you know, things that they represent.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about the guy who says flamboyant in every sentence.
I picture him like dancing around with his swords.
He kind of has the face markings of Rui.
Oh.
The red.
Yeah.
Also, the milky-eyed guy with the tears streaming down his face.
I'm so curious about what they all do, what their forms look like, what their abilities are, how they handle situations. I mean, there's just so much, there's so many ways that this could go at this point.
Yeah, and it's a little overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie, being introduced to all of them at once. I was trying to focus so hard on what type of Hashira they were and their name that I was like missing the dialogue sometimes. All I'm gonna say though is the serpent demon with that outfit. Tell me you did not immediately think of Beetlejuice. Do you remember Beetlejuice?
I do.
Adam probably wasn't allowed to watch Beetlejuice when he was a kid. Were
wrong.
you?
You're not wrong.
I loved it. Okay, so that is bringing back memories from my childhood. But this is interesting.
I think the Crow is going to collaborate his story.
Corroborate?
That's what I'm going to say.
Fair. And also the mist Hashira, the one who keeps looking at the sky, I feel like I'm feeling a lot of like reasonable stuff coming from him.
Maybe one of them can like tell if you're lying or like read the past or something.
Yeah, maybe. The love Hashira, she's super cute, but
She's a Hufflepuff.
she's a Hufflepuff. She kind of looks like a powder puff girl.
Yeah. I wonder if the ninth Hashira is there and invisible. I don't know why I'm hooked on that, but I think it's true.
なんだっけあの鳥。
でも疑問があるんですけど、親方様がこのことを把握してないとは思えないです。
Exactly. Oh, the fire
処
guy.
分しちゃっていいんでしょうか。いらっしゃるまでとりあえず待った方が。
妹は俺と一緒に戦えます。鬼殺隊として人を守るために戦えるんです。だから
おい
Is
お
this
い、
the
な
ninth
ん
one?
だか面白いことになってるな。
Maybe.
鬼を連れたバカ隊員ってのはそいつかい？
Look at him just manhandling Nezuko.
一体全体どういうつもりだ？
Wind.
品津川さん、また傷が増えて素敵だわ。
困ります品津川様。どうか箱を手放してくださいませ。
忍ちゃん怒ってるみたい。珍しいわね。かっこいいわ。品津川さん、 勝手なことをしないでください。
鬼がなんだって坊主。鬼殺隊として人を守るために戦える？そんなことはな、ありえねえんだよバカが。
What did she do to you?
柱だろうがなんだろうが許さない。
そうか、よかったな。
やめろ。もうすぐ親方様がいらっしゃるぞ。
Headbutt him with your super hard head. Oh.
I mean, that's ballsy.
すみません。
てめえ。
I love it though.
富岡が横から口を挟んだとはいえ、死なず川に一撃を入れた。
善良な鬼と悪い鬼の区別もつかないなら、柱なんてやめてしまえ。
That is ballsy.
They've probably never seen a good demon.
殺してやる。
His sword's really cool though.
Yeah.
親方様の
Oh.
おなりです。
Those were the ones at the final selection, but one of them had black hair.
よく来たね。
My heart is racing. Ooh.
私の可愛い子供たち。
What is that? Scar tissue?
Wow. I was not expect. I was expecting more of like a Splinter type.
Splinter the rat?
Yeah, not a rat, obviously.
An
But
older
just-
person?
Just like that aura.
Wise?
Yeah,
Crinkled?
maybe. I don't.
I detest Shinuzugawa. I'll get there. That was just my first try, you know? See how it feels.
I give her 2 days, and that's the only name that I'll be hearing for the rest of the week.
Kabutoshi Muzan. Shinuzugawa.
I can't criticize.
His eyeballs were so big and so far apart, and the blood, they're all bloodshot. I didn't like that.
He seems a little crazy.
Crazy eyes.
Like, he doesn't sleep, or
His whole body was scarred.
yeah. He kind of, I bet you he's like Inosuke. Like, just acts without thinking, base instinct, goes wherever he wants. That's my feeling of him.
I don't like him.
That's fair.
I don't really like any of them right now. Lady Kosho does have a special place in my heart, but we have history with her.
I think my favorite right now has got to be the Stone Man.
The
The really big one.
The one with the milky eyes
Yeah.
who's crying.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
The
don't know.
love Hashira, I feel like she's just in love with everybody. I feel like she's probably got a bad reputation. Or a good reputation, depending on who you are at the mansion. If you know what I mean. The headbutt. Flying headbutt,
Good for
hands
him.
behind the back.
I think that's going to end up gaining him a lot of respect for being able to actually land it.
Oh, Shinuzugawa is gonna really come after him. He's gonna be targeting him hard for a while. So he'll have to dig himself out of that hole with him, but like
With the other ones?
conviction.
Yeah.
No, with him, but with the conviction he shows and the love he has for Nezuko, I think might go a long way.
I think the Serpent guy was just impressive that he was able to land the hit.
This is great. So we've met all 9, and now we're meeting the Master.
Correct.
Okay.
Ooh.
親方様のおなりです。
blind?
I mean, it looks like he got burned on the top of his face, but he still has hair.
おはようみんな。今日はとてもいい天気だね。空は青いのかな。顔ぶれが変わらずに半年に一度の中合会議を迎えられたこと嬉しく思うよ。
傷いや病気か。この人が親方様。
Oh,
早い。全く反応できなかった。
surprise.
Yeah, but you got him once.
Oh. Ah.
Bow, you idiot.
He can't
He's
see him anymore.
massive.
親方様におかれましてもご創建で何よりです。ますますのご多幸を切にお祈り申し上げます。
ありがとう、サネミ。
私が言いたかった。親方様にご挨拶。
恐れながら中合会議の前にこのかまど炭治郎なる鬼を連れた大使についてご説明いただきたく存じますがよろしいでしょうか。
He has to have known.
知性も理性も全くなさそうだったのに
Fair.
すごいきちんと喋り出したぞ。
そうだね。驚かせてしまってすまなかった。炭治郎と禰豆子のことは私が容認していた。
Good to know, good to know.
そしてみんなにも認めてほしいと
So
思
you all
った。
can relax, is what he's saying.
ああ、たとえ親方様の願いであっても私は承知し
That seems like some serious subordination.
俺も派手に反対する。鬼を連れた鬼殺隊員など認められない。
私はすべて親方様の望むまま従います。
僕はどちらでも。
He reminds me of Tsukishima of the Hashira.
信用しない信用しない。そもそも鬼は大嫌いだ。
心より尊敬する親方様であるが理解できないお考えだ。全力で反対する。
鬼を滅殺してこその鬼殺隊。かまど富岡両
Like,
名
tell
の
me you
処
can
罰を
take him
願います。
seriously when he looks like that.
手紙を。
はい。こちらの手紙は元柱で
Rokodaki.
鱗滝左近寺様からいただいたものです。一部抜粋して読み上げます。炭治郎が鬼の妹と共にあることをどうかお許しください。禰豆子は強靭な精神力で
人としての理性を保っています。飢餓状態であっても人を食わず、そのまま2年以上の歳月が経過いたしました。にわかには信じがたい状況ですが、紛れもない事実です。もしも禰豆子が人に襲いかかった場合は、かまど炭治郎をお呼び。
鱗滝左近寺富岡義勇が腹を切ってお詫びいたします。
He's like, I didn't sign up for this.
Maybe he did.
That's a bold statement.
Rokodaki, former Hashira.
切腹するからなんだというのか。
What is
死
seppuku?
にたいなら勝手に死に腐れよ。何の保証にもなりはしません。
品津川の言う通りです。人を食い殺せば取り返しがつかない。殺された人は戻らない。
確かにそうだね。
では親方様、
人を襲わないという保証ができない。証明ができない。ただ人を襲うということもまた証明ができない。禰豆子が2年以上もの間人を食わずにいるという
She
事
can't
実
even open her
があ
mouth.
る。禰豆子のために3人の者の命がかけられている。これを否定するためには 否定する側もそれ以上のものを差し出さなければ
That's
な
a
ら
fair
ない。
point.
More convincing than risking your
皆に
life
その意思
for
は
it.
あるかな。 それに
I love that. He's like, here's 3 people who are willing to die for this person. Are you so convinced that she will kill a human that you will do the same? That's genius. Leadership.
You're right.
101.
That is amazing.
What do you mean?
I'm not making fun of you. I'm
Okay.
actually really excited about
I
it.
thought for sure you were mocking
As
me.
I was saying it, I was like, he's not going to think I'm being sincere. But I'm like actually so excited about it because it's true. A former Hashira, a current Hashira, and a new Demon Slayer are all willing to risk their lives because they know that she won't kill anybody. And you are here, you're going to say all this stuff.
And you don't know anything.
Exactly. Ugh. Yes.
No, I thought that was a... Because, I mean, you can understand why they're all skeptical.
Yeah.
And why, like, you've put so much time and training into being, like, a demon slayer that this doesn't make any sense to you. Like, it kind of flips your world upside down. So to handle it that way, I think is probably the only way to do it.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
I also have to say I hate this guy's hair. And by this guy I mean the fire Hashira. It's just... It looks like a wig to me.
What if I had, like, red tips on frosted hair instead of just frosted tips?
I don't think anybody fully comprehended what you said, but I get it. That would be absolutely despicable.
私の子供たちに伝えておくことがある。この炭治郎は鬼物児と遭遇している。
そんなまさか柱ですら誰も接触したことがないというのにこいつが
She's like, I pass
どん
away.
な姿だったノリコ場所はどこだ
戦ったの？
鬼物児は何をしていた根城は突き止めたのかおい答えろ黙れ俺が先に聞いてるんだまず鬼物
Oh,
児
he
の能
became a
力を
whole lot more interesting to them all of a sudden.
鬼物児はね、炭治郎に向けて追っ手を放っているんだよ。その理由は単なる口封じかもしれないが、私は初めて鬼物児が見せた尻尾を掴ん
For
で
the
離し
first
たくない。
time?
That's a pretty good track record.
おそらくは禰豆子にも鬼物児にとって予想外の何かが起きていると思うんだ。
Her value.
分かってくれるかな？
He's like, and this is why I'm willing to
わ
keep
か
her
りません
alive.
親方様
This is why I'm the
人
master
間
and you
な
guys
ら
are
ば
the
生かしておい
pawns.
てもいいが鬼はダメですこれまで俺たち鬼殺隊がどれだけの思いで戦いどれだけのものが犠牲となっていったか承知できない
He's unreasonable.
He's just emotion. He's acting on emotion right now. Oh my gosh. No need to be so dramatic.
何してるの何してるのお庭が汚れるじゃない
He's like, let's test Nezuko
親方
right
様
now.
証明しますよ俺が鬼というものの醜さを
You can pass this test, Nezuko.
おい
He's like
鬼
bleeding out in the box.
飯の時間だぞ食らいつけ無理することはねお前の本性を出せばいい俺がここで
It's daytime. She can't come out.
品津川日向ではダメだ
Thank you.
日陰に行かねば鬼は出てこない
What are you, a beginner?
失礼捕まつる
Oh.
出てこい鬼お前の大好きな人間の血
I
だ
don't like this.
This was just cruel.
動けない
I hope she kicks his ass.
He was
Their
like,
life's
please,
on the line
please,
right
please,
now.
please.
Yeah.
Just slap him and hide in the box again. I wanted to just like punch him and then jump back in and close the door.
Yeah. I wanted to see her like retaliate at least a little bit.
I'm sorry, but doing that
It was cruel.
says more to me than anything.
About him.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, my initial impression of him is not a good one. He does not seem like a good person. Like, that was just uncalled for.
Well, it's like, I get his point. I get the point that he's trying to make, and he's abrasive. Like, it is what it is. But to me, the like extra stabs, it was cruel. It was unnecessary to make his point. That doesn't sit well with me.
No, not at all. This is interesting.
I kind of figured it was going to end up like something like this, where there was going to be like a trial and a discussion and they weren't going to like it. I didn't think it was going to get to like trying to test her with blood. And I didn't realize those three had committed like
their lives.
Yeah.
I also never realized that Tanjiro is the only demon slayer to ever see Kabutsuji Muzan. I do not love that they left the Muzan part off of his name. They're a little too like laissez-faire with that. But anyways, he's the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very interesting, but he was led to Kabutsuji Muzan from the Crow. Do you remember?
Yeah. That's...
Because the Crow was like, head to the wherever, northeast or whatever. Like, he was led there by the Crow because there were murders happening, and it ended up being him.
Yeah. I mean, not a lot happened in this episode, but it was like
I loved it anyways.
yeah, it was like setting the stage for everything else that's about to happen.
Totally. I wonder, do you think that the reason the Master is so on board with Nezuko living is because she's an enigma that is like frustrating Kabutsuji Muzan, or do you think Urokodaki's letter, Gyu's like...
I think he sees the strategic value of her. I don't think he really cares about her. I think that the letter allows him
an excuse
to hold his position in front of the Hashiras, but he seems like the chess player. And you know, he's different. He's seen Muzan. He knows that they mean the world to each other. Like, if he lets Nezuko die, he might not cooperate. He might leave. You lose your advantage. Plus, she's a demon that hasn't had any human blood, so who knows if you can change them back, if, you know, why that is. So I think he sees the value in her, at least for now.
Well, and he has to have been told that she channeled her blood demon art without ever having consumed a human.
Maybe.
That is also a very interesting thing about Nezuko.
Yeah, she's definitely unique.
Oh my goodness. Like you said, not a lot happened, but it was excellent.
For a setup-ish episode, I was like, okay, I want to know what happens.
I need to really keep dialing into these names here. There was a lot. So we'll see how long this takes. I love how colorful they all are. I love their, you know, individuality. I'm excited to see what happens.
I hope we get to know them a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I really hope so too. I think we will.
Maybe.
Yeah. Hopefully Zenitsu and Inosuke are recovering somewhere in the mansion. We missed them this episode. But
this is over their pay grade.
You guys are just Tanjiro's friends, so just like go hang out. Let us know what you think. Okay? Let me know if you know who Beetlejuice is.
No spoilers, because I feel like this episode could lead to a whole bunch of spoilers.
Very good point. This could be a dangerous one.
You guys have done an amazing job so far of not giving anything away, so let's keep that rolling.
Yeah, let's keep that rolling. So let's hear your thoughts, spoiler free please, and as always I would be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned because we are getting very close to the end of Demon Slayer Season 1. Thanks you guys.